I haven't said Slayer period once in this podcast.
I'm so proud
That's
of you.
a win.
There are cops surrounding the van, like lights on. If it's not fixable,
Well,
keep your
don't
mouth shut. Hey guys, welcome back to Parking Lot Dreamer. I'm here today with my good friend and favorite co-writer, Averie Bielski. Welcome to the van.
Thank you for having me.
Yay, I'm so excited. Jinx.
Yeah, that's probably gonna happen a lot.
Yeah, literally. Basically, I just wanted to invite you on because I am obsessed with you, and I haven't seen you in a hot second, so I figured it would be fun to catch up.
This is gonna be like a catch up and little pod, but it'll be fun.
I'm so excited. So Averie just released an EP. Is that your first EP? Your first EP?
Yes.
Heck yeah.
I know, which is crazy.
It's so good.
Thank you.
It's so good. What was the process of writing for that like?
So it was actually kind of not funny, but I've just been writing for like I moved here 2 years ago, and I've just been like really diving into writing for like those past 2 years.
Mm-hmm.
And then I just had like a list of songs I loved. But I'm focused on writing first before like really chasing the artist thing. So obviously if I wrote songs that I like had a bigger vision for, like I would save those. Like there's still like 10 songs that I would have wanted to put on there, but I would rather save them and like see if it can like reach someone bigger first. But honestly, I just listened to all the stuff I wrote one day and was like choosing which ones, and then I just narrowed the list down. And then I think there was one song on there that I had like not a single love song, and everyone's like, people are gonna think you're like absolutely heartbroken, and I'm like, I've never like been broken up with, never broke up with someone, like I'm literally fine. So I wrote a love song with Garrett and Callista, and we threw that on there kind of last minute.
I'm so happy you did, because that is literally my favorite.
Thank you. Which I wasn't like. A lot of people said that was their favorite, and I like didn't think that would be people's favorites. But.
I know. I feel like it's always the ones that you don't expect.
Yeah.
That people are like, oh, I love this. It's like, really? Because I almost like totally scrapped that one.
Oh, literally. It was like such a last minute thing.
It's so crazy and funny and cool to me that you are like, I'm doing the artist thing kind of second, because every single person that I know that knows you is like, oh, she's going to be an artist. Like,
that's
like
so
she's
sweet.
too good. Like she's gonna be.
Nikki
yes,
T
that's
said
exactly what I'm talking about.
He was
Shout
like,
out Nikki T.
I literally shout out. He's like, oh, you just don't know it yet. I'm like,
yes.
I'm like, what do you mean?
That's exactly what he says all the time, and I'm like, girl, you're too good.
You're so sweet. You're so sweet.
Oh my god, of course. Yeah, it's so funny. You really do be. I didn't even realize that you hadn't been broken up with before.
No.
Yet like, every time we write together, it's like a divorce song, like a heart-wrenching.
I'm like, here's another like 19. I'm not 19 now, but like I was like writing divorce songs at like 18, 19. I'm like
18, 19.
I'm like, what?
That is so funny. So what's your, for people with a dream that are watching, because Ms. Averie signed with Sony Publishing, Queen.
Yes.
When she first, I think it was when you first moved to town.
Yeah.
I found her on TikTok, as did I'm sure a lot of people. But I messaged her right away. I was like, I'm obsessed with every single TikTok you post. I'm obsessed with your writing. Like, can we please get together and write? And I will never forget, we had like an amazing first and even second write. And I was like, okay, she is a freak of nature. She's so talented. And she goes, thank you so much for writing with me, like treating me as if I'm doing like charity work. I'm like, girl, thank you for writing with me.
In my defense, I just moved to town, and it was like, you know that stage where it's like, I know nothing, like, and I still don't, like, I'm still just making things up every day, but like, I was like, oh my gosh, thank you, just because like, I don't know, I feel like you have to take a chance on people, you know?
Oh my gosh.
They take a chance on you, so.
It's so much fun. Every single write that we have, I walk away and I'm like,
our first write was one of the most special songs.
I'm still obsessed with it. I'm still obsessed with it.
Was that our first write?
Yeah.
Wow.
You guys, we wrote this song and it's not out, but basically it's about like how dreams are born but also die on Music Row. And when Averie brought that idea up, I was like, ooh. And we were literally on Music Row that day.
Yes, we
so
were.
It was extra emo.
We
and you were
right
having
on the corner.
Your car was having trouble.
Still is, guys.
No.
Yeah, it's fine. I'm just like driving it until like I actually
Need a
break
new
down
one.
on the side of the road.
Yeah, that's where we're at with our car too. Not this baby.
I was
though.
like, pause.
You're like, pause. Wait, this is your house. Like
This
that
is
can't
your
happen.
house. Do we have to close this or leave it open?
No, we just leave it
Okay,
open.
perfect.
We just leave her open. Hey,
No one's
girl,
back
hey.
there. I'm just kidding.
If you were to do van life, where would you go?
Like, where would I travel?
Like the first place.
My van would also transform into a boat and a cruise ship. So therefore, I would go to Greece.
Ooh, okay.
Like, that's so unrealistic, but
Some
like,
people do like ship their vans, like they'll put it on a cargo ship.
that's
and
crazy.
Go different places.
I guess in the U.S. though,
Like there's van lifers that went to Morocco and they just like put their van on a boat and called it good.
honestly, I would go to Florida. Just, I love the beach.
My friend Keller, I asked her the same
I'd go
question.
to Florida.
And she was like, Miami. And I'm like, excuse me? Like most people would say Yellowstone National Park or like somewhere beautiful.
Arizona or Colorado.
She's
Take me to Ratchet, Florida.
literally Miami.
Okay.
I do want to. One of my favorite trips ever was when we were mid-working on like ripping out the van and putting a new one in. So we didn't bring the van. We just went tent camping, but we went down to Destin, Florida.
My heart.
It was so spontaneous. Like Mitch found out how close it was.
Yeah.
And literally booked a campground and like a tent. And we just
That's so cool.
took off.
That's crazy.
It's one of my favorite memories of life. Even more than like when we went to Mexico on our honeymoon and stuff.
It's like, I was just on the Panhandle and it's just different. The water down there, it's like beautiful. Beautiful, beautiful. But yeah, it's crazy. Like my mom grew up going down there in the summers and there was nothing. Like nothing. There was just fisherman houses and like everything. And now the whole United States goes down there. So
Seriously.
but
So crazy. And like all the older people that go down there for the winters.
Old couples
Honestly,
have my heart.
goals.
I know.
Goals for real.
I know.
I love your girl Wonder hat.
Thank you.
It's
Don't
super
mind
cute.
it's so messy right now. It's
No,
so
we're
messy.
gonna fix it. She was asking me how
We're go-
to clean.
We are gonna fix it.
We're gonna fix it. It's all okay.
Wait, listen to this. Apparently there's a cage you can put your hats in. You were just telling me this.
Yeah.
And wash them either in the
It's a
dishwasher
little
or
cage.
washing machine.
And it's like a cage so that it doesn't get all deformed and weird. It like holds it into place.
Wow. So I will be making an Amazon purchase yet again.
Yet again. Dude, Prime Day's coming up.
Yes. It's on my dad's birthday.
I have... Sorry, Dad.
Oh, our accounts are still linked to my parents.
Sorry, Dad.
I use my card, but they see what I order and they're like, please stop.
They're like, please don't. Like, I don't want to have to bail you out. I don't want to have to.
Please don't. You're going in debt. I'm just kidding. Amazon has not put me in debt yet.
Yet is the key word. Yeah, I have like, and it's all shit I don't need. It's
100%.
It's like, ooh, here's my problem. I gather things. It's like the modern day hunting and gathering. All throughout the year, I'll save things that I want and I justify it on Prime Day, even if it's not on Prime Day deal. I'll be like,
how good
but
is
it's
a Prime Day deal? Like, I don't remember.
Some of them are really good, but like, Hope, do you really need blue metallic cowgirl boots that aren't?
Yes.
Well, like,
don't question it. You do
so
need
true.
it.
But they're probably not going to be on sale, but I'm still going to get them on Prime Day just so
because
I feel
it's Prime Day.
Yeah, just because I feel better about it. You know,
that's fair.
What'd you do for the 4th of July?
Where was I? Oh, I was in Florida. Yeah, I took last week
Fun.
just to like refill my bucket, and I really needed it. Yeah.
I love that.
So what did we do? Yeah, we just sat there on the beach and chilled.
That's why you're so bronzed and beautiful.
When I showed up though, I went with my friend Sheila and Savannah. Savannah's been living there for the whole summer on like Seagrove, and then my friend Sheila just gets naturally like so tan. And when I showed up, I was like, oh my god, I can't put on a bathing suit. Like,
right, you're
so
like,
tan.
I cannot go near you. Actually,
literally, I can't. Like, we have to be seen away from each other.
I fear I will pass away if I go near you. Like,
I was like mortified, so I was just like, you know what actually helped me get really tan? Spike ball. Because I was just standing in the sun all day, like moving around, so the sun hit like my whole body.
And
like the water helps you tan better too, because we would just be in and out, and
I used to get so tan when I was a kid, and I
Yeah.
mean, I still do if I'm really like out there, but
Yeah.
not like I was.
Oh,
It was
I
crazy. And my hair would just like turn blonde. I didn't have to pay for it. Like, rip. Wow, aging sucks.
It's really rough out here.
It's rough out
It's
here.
rough out
I
here.
have to pay for my blonde.
Yeah, I think I'm done dyeing my hair.
You think so?
I'm like a dark.
What
I have
what
dark
color are you naturally?
I'm naturally probably like not really dark brown, but in between, like
like blonde, kind of.
yeah.
Like a light brown.
Yeah, I would say like a in between light brown and dark brown, like medium brown.
Yeah, mine
Which is crazy.
Mine used to be medium brown, but now it's like
Yeah.
dark.
It's really
dark.
pretty though.
But
It is gorgeous and it's healthy.
thanks. I chopped a lot of it off.
Where do you go to get your hair done?
I go all the way to Cookeville.
How far is that?
It's like an hour away.
Can you send me your girl though? Because it
Yeah.
looks very healthy.
Thank you. Yeah, I love
Mine's
her. We
fried.
found her because I could not get in anywhere right before my tracking session for my EP back in 2021. I've been going to her for a while. And my hair was super brassy, and I'm like, hey, I can't show up with like orange hair when I'm playing with A-list musicians. Like that, no thanks. And all the pictures and videos and stuff, I don't want to have brassy hair.
Yeah.
So I was supposed to go all the way to Knoxville to this one girl that was going to
I would
squeeze me
do
in.
it. I would do
And
it.
Mitch was driving me, and he didn't calculate the time difference. I should take accountability and responsibility.
Good on him.
But I mean, I was just a passenger princess. Like, I'm at the end of the day,
She's
I'm just a girl.
I'm just a baby.
Just a girl.
I'm just a girl.
And he felt so bad because she was like, yeah, like I'm sorry, I can't do it at that time anymore. And so he was calling a ton of hair salons, and he found this one that could get me in.
Yeah.
And I just fell in love with her. Her name's Jess. Shout out Jess.
Shout out Jess.
And I've just gone to her ever since. It's like cheaper out there than the
Yeah.
Nashville prices, and I don't mind the drive because it's like I can listen to demos or just vibe to a playlist and be by myself for a little bit, and then
That's not bad.
it's kind of
at all.
nice. Yeah,
That's so
I'll send her
true.
to you. She's
Yeah.
really good. She does extensions too,
Don't tempt
really
me.
well, but I have never gotten them.
Tempt me. You have
Yet.
long enough hair. You don't need them.
It feels super short right now, just because it was like
It was
almost down to my
long.
butt.
I cut mine, and
But-
before COVID, I had a lot of hair.
It looks super
But
cute.
anyway, that's so true what you said about like driving, and I barely listen to Apple Music anymore, and I just listen to Demo Jail.
For real.
Yeah.
It's like, and then you just like dream up, okay, what if I did release this? Or
What if it was a music video?
who-
What if every song I wrote was a music video?
I think about that. Do you think about that all the time? I sometimes think about it when we're writing too.
Every time.
I'm like,
Oh, when
wait
I'm
a
writing,
minute.
especially.
like, wait a minute, let me close my eyes real
Let me
quick.
just
and-
be a director real quick.
yeah,
Like that's literally
let
how
me
I am every
just
time I write.
wear all the hats. How
Yeah.
is Sony going? Good?
Awesome.
Keeping you busy?
Awesome. Yes.
Yay.
Yes. So I've been there since January. I signed December, like end of December, and then everyone went on break. And so I've been there really writing since January, and it's been awesome. Like it feels, I know I had a schedule before, but it feels like I'm very much like, okay, wake up, like start at 10 a.m. or 11. And I'm usually doing 2 a day. So I get home at like 6:30 or 7. And some days are longer than others. Some days are shorter than others. But yeah, it's been such a blessing.
That is so
crazy.
awesome. So for
Yeah.
people watching that maybe aren't in the music industry, explain, if you can, in simple terms,
Okay.
what is a pub deal? Like,
Okay.
what do you do? What is your job?
Okay, so this is kind of how I try to explain it. You have a publishing deal and you have a record deal. And they're, two separate things, of course. So songwriters, not all of them want to sign a publishing deal, but most of them want to sign a publishing deal to get paid to write songs for this company. So we don't have to pick up like waitress jobs or anything. We can just fully focus on writing. So, yeah. And then of course, as you have more cuts and more success, like you try to like reach for a better deal and like a better company or whatever. Or honestly, it's all about just like finding your champion too, and like who believes in what you're doing, whether like whichever company it is. But yeah, so I think of connecting publishing to songwriters and artists to record deals. Like an artist wants to sign a record deal to get like all their music out and like really go for the artist thing, but like songwriters want to sign a publishing deal.
A lot of artists too start with a publishing deal.
Yes.
Like Kelsey Ballerini was signed to a pub deal before she had a record deal,
which is wild.
I feel like there's a lot of people that are like, what is a songwriter, a signed writer?
Yeah.
What is that? And also, what does their typical day look like? So you're doing like 2 writes a day right now.
Unless everyone's been canceling lately, and I'm like, can we get out of the cancel culture? But yeah.
Are you scheduling a lot of writes with just like anyone, or is Sony right now like pairing you up with other signed writers?
Kind of both. Right now, my point person actually just went on maternity leave. She had a baby. So yeah, someone really cool guy took over my calendar for the like last 2 months.
Heck
so yeah, I've been doing a little like more scheduling myself, but like definitely a mix.
Mm-hmm.
But yeah, it's crazy. It is crazy.
Are even signed people canceling?
Yeah, I think it's just summer and everyone's like, I just need a break. Like, I don't blame them, but
right.
I think I'm just so new and like just want to write all the time.
Right.
Yeah, but yeah, I just like, then I don't know what to do with the rest of my day. I'm like, okay, what do I do?
Well, I guess I'm just gonna sit here and either write one by myself
write alone,
or
which is fine. But
solo write is so much fun.
Oh, that's all I used to do before I came here. Mm-hmm. And like you can see everyone's like style and like their artist side come out when they do that, which is cool.
Yeah.
But yeah,
I love that so much. So how has like the EP been?
The feedback I got was the feedback I wanted on it, which it's not getting like nearly as much streams or numbers or anything as like I used to get like with the stuff I released in high school. But everyone is like, this sounds like you. Like, we love the acoustic vibe. Like, it sounds like one complete project. Also, shout out Chris Utley. He was the one who did all the, like, he wrote a couple of songs with me.
Heck yeah.
He wrote I Don't Know Who You Fight and Good on Him. Good on Him was another, like, random addition, which was cool.
I love that one,
but,
too.
yeah, he's just the best guy, and he helped me put this project together and everything. And, we just did it at his parents' house.
Wow,
I think, because they have like a little like room, and he did all like tracked all the guitars and mixed it, everything, and
it sounds amazing. We're starting to do some more like sad acoustic stuff.
Yes.
And literally, Averie, I gave my producer your EP as like a hey. Like this, because it's just it's so beautiful, and it's also like so about the song, you know.
That's what I wanted.
But I did love that it wasn't just acoustic. Like there were shakers, there were like some
little things,
there were some pads sporadically, but it wasn't like overdone, over the top at all. And I feel like for me, especially my producer right now is like very he does mostly like hyper pop, so it's so easy for us to be like, okay, this is just acoustic, this is chill, and to go like
crazy with it.
I'm at fault too, but
for sure, you're like, okay,
I just
maybe
get excited. I'm like, well, wait a minute.
Yeah.
But the next stuff that we're hoping to do is like super simple, and I was like, listen to Averie.
That's so sweet. I also, what record did I reference? The Corey Kent 23 record with but it was just incredible. I know
Corey
Joy
Kent
Beth
is so good.
He's amazing. Joy Beth had like a couple cuts on there, so that was what introduced me to the record, and I was like, I want to do something like this.
And now
this
your people's reference record.
I don't know.
She's like, I don't know about that. She's like, scary.
But yeah, it's been awesome. But I'm probably gonna take a break from releasing some stuff, or maybe there's maybe a duet or two I want to put out soon. But
heck yeah. Okay, T. That's T.
Who knows? There's two I'm just thinking of, but I went on a writer's retreat, which we've been doing a lot of those, which is really fun. And it was me, Carson Wallace, Sydney, and Ben Foster. Sydney Cubitt. Got it. She's my best friend. She's awesome.
Yay.
But we went on a writer's retreat to Pensacola and just got like the coolest group of songs ever. Like, it just ranged from the saddest stuff to the funniest, like,
Yes.
lake bro country stuff. And
Honestly, as it should.
as it should. We're like, we're gonna just do everything.
Why
so,
not?
Yeah, it was a lot of fun. And there's one song on there that me and Carson did a duet. It's called "Break Up in Here." I think I've posted it, a clip of it, but
I was gonna say I feel like I've maybe seen that somewhere, either your page or his page.
Yeah,
that would be
awesome. There's another one
pretty.
I did with Ryan Cohn too, who's awesome. So
that's like the second. I think he went to school with my producer Ray, because I just followed him recently, because he was like, hey, you should write with him, and then I saw that you guys were mutuals, and I'm like,
oh, he's like my go-to.
Really?
I could talk for an hour about Ryan, but he's amazing. So anyway, I probably would see if we can pitch "Break Up in Here" first and see what happens, but I just like love the song so much. I'm like, this needs to be heard and seen. And so
right. So do you think that's like, as far as the plan right now, is like you'll release things as an artist if they're not picked up and you feel that feeling?
Yes.
Like, this
for
has
sure.
to be heard.
For sure. And like there's some that I feel like I should hold on to, and like, because do you know the song "I Would If I Could But I Can't"? That was, hopefully I get the story right, but that was like a song that Dean Dillon, and I forget who the other writer on it was, wrote. He's the guy that wrote Tennessee Whiskey. And yes, that was, they wrote that 20 years ago, and they found it in his catalog, and Ern and Lainey heard it, and they both put it on hold. Yeah. And then they released it. So I'm like, who knows in 20 years what songs are going to be cut that I wrote, or what songs are going to be cut that you wrote. Like, so anyway, but, and I'm
that is so crazy.
Isn't that wild? When I heard that, I was like, that song had it still has my heart.
Everybody that I like show my catalog and stuff still says like Headstones.
I think that song feels timeless.
I think it feels really special. Yeah, I feel like something.
Really special.
Me being Delulu over here, I'm like,
you have to be delusional in this town.
I feel like it's really gonna do so. Me, anytime I write anything, this is gonna be the one.
This is it. This is it.
This is my big break.
This is the one.
Guys.
This is my break. But literally every time. But it was. I think I was talking with my lawyer for one of the first times, and he's like, "Yeah, songwriters just have to be like crazy. Like they have to be insane to wake up every day and think that they're going to be successful."
Yeah,
and I'm like, yeah, I do.
You're like, I do. Thanks.
I actually wake up every day and think that both songs I wrote are going to hit number one.
Both of them.
Like,
yeah.
Maybe not every day. But like you have to have that mentality.
Seriously, otherwise it's like so draining.
Oh yeah,
for real.
You can't get down on yourself, and you will. But like, you just got to keep going.
Right.
You just got to be it's literally the definition of insanity to keep doing something over and over and over again and not get the result you want.
My last podcast episode we just posted, I was like, music is a mental illness. Like, I'm unwell. Like, any songwriter and artist that you meet is unwell in the head.
No, yeah. Yeah. Like, we're stable outside of it.
Very nice people.
Awesome people. But, like, they're a little crazy.
We're a little crazy. I'll be the first to admit I'm a little crazy, but
aren't we all? But you have to be anyway. But yeah, just exciting stuff and wild.
You've been getting a lot of cuts.
Yeah,
I'm sure to you because you're in it and you write so many.
Yeah,
like if you're doing 2 a day, I'm sure it feels like a small dip in the bucket because I know you and you work really hard, and you're probably like, oh, like only this much, but it looks like you're freaking killing it.
Thanks. Yeah, there's some stuff coming up I'm like really excited about, but yeah, I was gonna say this too, but like especially since signing with Sony, I've gotten like the amazing opportunity to write with some incredible legendary writers, but it's so funny because I find the writes I love the best are like the writes with Brian and Carson and Clara and like all of like just like the crew that like is around me.
Yeah.
And yeah, so it's been really cool, especially one person I just adore is Zach John King. Do you know Zach? Ugh. But he's awesome, and just like getting to watch him grow and like see things happen for him right now, and that's probably my favorite cut I've had so far. Which, sorry, I'm cracking my knuckles. I'm probably going to do the whole time.
You're good.
I'm like,
no worries.
But some people hate that. They're like, please stop.
I think it's so satisfying. It makes me want to crack mine. So you're good.
Sorry about that. But yeah, I think my favorite cut so far is The Way I See You by Zach John King, and it was with
So pretty.
Elise Yulo, who just got the tough cut. Did you hear about that? Yeah, so my good friend Elise, I've been writing with her for like a year and a half maybe. Her first like big cut was Quavo and Lana Del Rey.
There were
Tough. And it's her chorus. She wrote it. She wrote the chorus.
No way.
Yes, like I'm over the moon for her right now. But anyway, I wrote The Way I See You with her and Zach.
That is so cool. There were so many writers on that song.
There were 12. I counted yesterday.
Yeah, and one of them is. Have you been seeing Maddox Baxton? I think his name is.
That's how I won't share her story because you should have her on and talk about it because it's wild.
Yeah.
But she was working with Maddox and she wrote that for Maddox.
Yeah.
And then someone knew Lana and the song got to Lana and like it all unfolded.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
But I was like, oh my gosh, are you kidding me? A 14-year-old? Imagine being 14
and
and
having
getting
a Lana Del Rey cut.
Yeah.
Wild.
Like, oh my God.
Yeah.
And the thing about him too is like, you just look at him and he's so cute. It's gonna work. Like, why hasn't country music done like a young Justin Bieber, like Maddie B. Rap
No, but that's
thing?
him.
Like,
He's
I know,
crushing
and
it.
it's gonna
adorable.
work, dude.
Oh, it will. But
He's so cutie and actually like really talented.
I've
too.
heard he's so kind and sweet and so yeah.
That's so fun.
Like
That's so exciting.
I think my version of Maddox was Maddie B as a kid. Do you remember Maddie B?
Yes, Maddie B. Raps.
Like the fact that I was like fiending over Maddie B. Raps as a kid.
For real. Same. I would watch all the videos, but also like, I think he was younger than me, so that's like kind of weird. But
No, probably.
Little Hope
I
said
think we were the
cougar.
same. Literally, whatever.
Canceled.
But yeah. Anyway, so excited for Elise and all that for her. But yeah, I haven't said Slayer period once in this podcast.
I'm so proud
That's
of you.
a win.
I notice. I've always known that I say like a lot, but watching my episodes back, I'm like, I'm actually going to jump off a bridge right now.
But no
Like,
one picks it up unless they're listening for it.
right?
So you're fine.
And it's only older people that are listening for it, and it's like,
literally, I hate when people are like, "Oh, like it doesn't sound intelligent." I'm like,
it's like, well, bitch, I'm not intelligent.
I'm not.
How about that?
You know what?
How about I didn't go to college?
I did.
How about I didn't even apply?
I didn't either. And I'm not saying don't go to college.
Listen, I never claimed to be intelligent, so I don't care if I sound intelligent.
See, what's so funny though is like I would say like I'm one of the first not to go to college in my family.
Yeah. I think.
But
well, all of them have tried. Everyone has tried.
see, my sister is like, if I don't get 100, I'm dying. So she like is so smart, so intelligent, and like I'm not stupid. Like I think if I just applied myself more in school, I could have been very successful. And like I just cruised by, and got the
other stuff
degree.
was important.
I mean the high school degree,
Diploma.
diploma.
Got the degree.
I got the diploma, not the degree.
I cruised.
Maybe
by.
one day. Maybe I'll do like a little online moment.
I know. What if we did? We could help each other with homework. We could really do it.
Why would we?
I mean,
I know you're right. I think it'd be cool to be like
maybe
Mitch
Mitch just got his from
Really?
online, and he's like,
Slay
yeah, like
Mitch.
I have a degree, and it's like, okay, King. He didn't even have to go to like a graduation ceremony or anything. He just did it all online.
Maybe I should do that then, because I would like just eventually.
You're probably so busy. Me being like, Avery, it's a bad idea.
It is. No, right now I would not start an online degree.
But someday, like that's what
Someday.
I always tell myself. I'm like, listen,
That's what I tell my parents.
The industry wants you young, especially when you're a girl. So it's like I can always go to school when I'm whatever.
My mom went back to get her like master's later in life. Like,
yeah, so it's fine.
it's fine.
It's totally
literally
fine. And also, this is working for you.
Yeah.
I mean, you're a signed songwriter, so
I will never forget.
You probably don't need a backup plan. I think you're good.
I mean, I was listening to, do you know the 10-Year Town podcast? Troy?
Yes.
I was listening to Hardy's
Such a good
episode,
one.
and Hardy's like, you can't have a B plan. You only have to have like, this is going to work.
Literally. Exhibit A. Like, you have to give it everything, otherwise
You have to give it everything you got. And if you have like, I feel like that's thing. I mean, I think I have done well. Like, I'm like, okay, this is it, and this is gonna work.
Yeah,
and
you have,
like
100%.
It's been going good so far. So I'm like, okay.
Even when it was so impressive, like just watching you like even when you first moved to town, it seemed like you were very scheduled. Like, you could have fooled someone into thinking that you already had a pub deal because you were so booked and busy. Like, which is so hard to do because, like you said, people be canceling.
People be canceling.
For real.
And that's fine.
It's fine.
I think once August rolls around, it'll be fine. But, like, it is frustrating sometimes when...
It is hard, though.
Like, if you're going to cancel like a week before. At least.
Right.
At
so
least
that you can get
3
someone,
days, yeah.
You want to know a horror story that I have?
I do.
I won't say names because we're being good today. But...
We just start name dropping.
I had this one girl. And I like really looked up to her, like respected her songwriting so much, and we booked a write. And because people are so flaky, I like to check in like a couple days prior. I'm like,
that's important.
Hey, are we still good for our write on Monday at this time at this location?
Yeah.
And she said, she set the date and time, mind you, and I have like, if she scrolled up, we were DMing on Instagram. If she scrolled up half of a scroll, she could see where she set it, set the time, everything. Yeah. She said, wait, what? I don't have that on my calendar and I can't find that anywhere. Like making me, like, yeah, I just made up the fact that we have a co-write. Like, and then ghosts me. Like, I sent her, but I was kind of a bitch back. Like, I sent a screenshot of her suggesting the date. I was like, oh, like, it's...
What did she say?
Right here. Nothing. Just ghosts me. Like,
that's
fully...
not good. And
like,
you know what? Then you don't
ghost.
need to, like, put time and energy into that anymore.
But, like, what?
That is frustrating.
I was like,
that's
what?
That's kind of psycho.
I was like, what odd behavior?
At least, like, answer. At least be like, oh, okay, I'm sorry.
Like, I'm super sorry. Like, I suck. I didn't add this to my calendar.
Yeah.
Like, can we reschedule? Totally fine. Yeah. But to be like, wait, what? Like...
Yeah.
You're crazy. We didn't have anything booked when we very clearly did. I'm writing at Universal next week. I'm like terrified. Lydia Sutherland.
Oh, I adore Lydia.
Have you written with her before?
Yes. I just got a demo back that I wrote with her.
I want to hear it. Yeah, I think she's super talented, and I played a writer's round with her boyfriend not too long ago.
Love Aaron.
Yeah, he's so sweet.
Yeah.
And I had noticed she was like liking some of my stuff on TikTok and I was liking some of hers, so I just was like, hey, do you guys want to write? And Aaron is so talented. I genuinely, I don't know what we're gonna go in and write, but like if we write a boy bop for Aaron, I would be happy.
Yeah, that's what we did actually. We wrote for pitch that day, but I made her send me a song. It's so simple. It's literally just called I Like You. And you should ask her to play it for you. But like that is one. Do you ever have those songs in your files where you just always play?
Yes.
Yes, that's one of them.
I have like friends. That's what I like to listen to. Like instead of Spotify playlists, like friends demos. Avery, if you ever have a demo that you're proud of, literally send it to me and just be like, here you go. Like I just love listening to that stuff.
Yeah.
One of my friends, he just produced a record for this like pop punk band. I'll have to show you the song. But it is so fire.
Really?
Like, it is so catchy.
Send it to me.
If people did, if you did, like, influencer marketing with it on TikTok, it would be a massive hit. You will love it.
I want to hear it.
The melody is so good. Oh, so good.
It's so fun to listen to other people's stuff.
Yeah, it seriously is. But yeah, I'm excited for that.
Yeah.
That should be good. This won't age well if she's like, hey.
Yeah.
Cancel.
No, she won't.
She seems super cool.
She's very organized.
That dressing room song.
She writes about real stuff, and I love.
Out.
Yeah. Do you want to hear a crazy story?
Yes.
I kind of wanted to share this. It just popped in my head, but this is for anyone out there who like needs to hear like a okay, I'll keep going story.
Okay, I need to hear an okay, I'll keep going story.
What's Layla? Who I just met.
Oh, Lolly.
I'm dyslexic.
Me too, literally.
Sweetest girl in the whole wide world. But yeah, anyway, so she was at that round. But I played a round with a couple of like older writers in town. And this is just a moment I'll never forget. It was me and like 4 other probably like 35 to 45-year-old men. Very interesting combo.
Yeah.
But I'm sitting there and I'm like, oh, this is just really cool. Like some of them were playing old Morgan cuts,
like hits,
and Jake Owen stuff, and I was like, oh, this is wild. So it was like I just played my last song, and like Jeff Middleton was next to me, and I didn't really like look into any, like, it was just a quick round, and I was like, okay, I'm gonna show up, play, it'll be great. And he starts telling the story, and he's like, yeah, I was like sitting, he'll tell his story obviously better than I do, but he was saying how he was just, I don't know, something happened music wise, like deal or whatever, and he had to work a job like in a cubicle or whatever to make some money, an office job. And he gets a call about a duet that he wrote. And he was like, the guy on the phone was like, hey, I think like Jason and Miranda are like gonna cut this duet. This man starts playing Drowns the Whiskey. And I literally, like, you can see it on YouTube, but like my jaw hit the floor, and I was like, this is the song that like pretty much made me fall in love with country music. Like, this is wild.
And you're playing around with it.
And like I'm playing around with the guy who wrote it, and I was like, this town's magical. Like, this is really cool.
Is.
Yeah, and then he played Drowns the Whiskey, and I was like tearing up. I'm like, this is sick. This is
crazy.
Awesome.
Rounds are so crazy. I really hope that I get so many messages from people that are like, hey, I'm coming to Nashville, what should I do?
I'm like, go to a round.
And yeah, I'm like, you need to go to a round, because it's like, it'll be a Raised Rowdy round on a random Sunday evening, and people with like Bailey Zimmerman cuts are up there playing, and it's like, that's a huge deal. Like, that's so badass.
So badass.
I wish that when I was younger, I feel like tourists really don't know about rounds or anything.
I would go to a round over Broadway any day.
Oh,
any day.
Midtown.
Literally.
100%.
Go to Midtown over Broadway. Yeah. I'm so excited for Oldies, Old Dominion's new bar opening on Midtown.
Yes.
I am the biggest Old Dominion fan you will ever meet.
Oh my gosh.
I'm obsessed. I'm so excited.
I get so excited talking to you. Aww. Just like, it's so cool how far you've come since you first moved to town, and quickly too. I let God open the doors. I was like, Lord. Did you get major, let's talk imposter syndrome for a second. Were you like, what the hell is happening? Or were you like, no, I'm a boss babe? Like,
it honestly took me, I think I'm still like, I don't know, I've always been like so focused on the next thing, which is good. But sometimes it's like, I need to take a step back and be like,
oh, let me celebrate this win real quick.
I am 20. I need to celebrate this. Like, this doesn't happen all the time. And like, yeah, I think I realized that last week, honestly, because it was the first week I got to just like stepped away and like got to like refill my cup. And yeah, I just thinking about everything that's happened has been crazy, but such a blessing.
That really is. Yeah. It really, really is. So, road rage. What in the past like 2 weeks to a month?
I know my answer.
What has pissed you off?
Oh, I've been flying a ton. Like, I literally just applied for a TSA pre-check.
Yes, so worth it. So worth it.
I need to, they should have my number today or tomorrow. But anyway, I'm sorry. When the plane lands, you do not need to stand up.
There's so no reason. And there's so many people that it's like, sit down. Your butt smells. Like, get it out of my face.
Literally. And like, I felt bad. I didn't know what to do, because the last flight I was on, everyone was trying to make their connecting flights. And then all the people who just wanted to stand up were standing up. I'm like, let these people go.
Right. Like
this girl's trying to make her flight, and you're just trying to get off the plane.
Right.
Like, let her go. Or I'm just like, I don't understand. Like, I get if you're in the front of the plane, that's different, and you want to get your bags. If you are 37B, sit down. Sit down. For real. We will be waiting 20 minutes, and you're just making everything more chaotic.
It needs to work the way communion works at church.
Say less.
Like you need to wait until the person in front of you, just in front of you, not like 10 rows in front, stands up. Then you can start unbuckling. Literally. And once they walk, then you can grab your stuff quick and go.
Of course church has got it right. Of course church has got it right.
Jesus always knows.
Jesus knows. Like, I'm sorry, like when the first pew gets up to receive communion,
the back pew's not standing up.
Still sitting.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, people who are flying need to take that approach, because
they really do.
Had it.
Yeah, it's seriously.
Yeah, and I don't, like, you're so right. Like, not to be like weird, but like when the person next to me stands up, they don't smell good.
Right. It's like you've been sitting there for hours.
I probably don't smell good either.
Right, but I'm not
going to stick my butt in your face.
Yeah, literally. It's like, okay, like, can you not? And it's so tight. Well, anyways, I'd be flying like Allegiant or Spirit with a backpack because I'm cheap. So those seats are not spacious.
Literally, if you fly Spirit, my roommate did this. She would always pack her stuff in a pillow. She got a case on Amazon to pack her stuff in a pillow and put a pillowcase over it. She could like pack extra.
Shut up.
Shout out Margaret Haney.
Because they're like fine with people walking through with pillows and like.
Yeah, they don't care. But little do they know it's my whole wardrobe.
That is brilliant.
Yeah. But I'm so mad at American Airlines right now. They sent me on I was going back from California and I had to drop $500 on a Delta flight because I couldn't get back home.
No. Yeah. Why? Did it get canceled?
It got pushed back and then it wouldn't make my layover and then the other one got pushed back. It was a disaster. So I was like, I'm canceling it and requesting a refund. They refunded me, but I was like,
we've had flights like that where it's literally not our fault and I think it was with Spirit, like wouldn't refund.
Yeah.
And it's like,
that's why I'll spend the extra money for Delta or Southwest.
I've been liking Allegiant lately. They haven't screwed me over. And it's really cheap.
I don't suggest American.
It's really cheap.
American's been a disaster lately, PSA.
Did you see that one girl that got like her guitar totally smashed? It was like circulating. I forget her name, but it was an artist and like guitar checked it in a hard shell case, totally smashed. Did you see that?
Yeah.
I'm mortified.
I could go on for hours about that. That's why no matter what, I take it on me with the plane. Yeah. I'm like, there's somewhere you can put it.
Yeah, there has to be.
Delta's never been a problem.
Yeah. I luckily haven't run into any issues, but can you imagine showing up somewhere and like your baby is just...
I would cry.
Luckily,
I would be so mad.
Luckily, apparently, there was a resolution and they contacted her and they made it right, like financially.
Very good.
But it was like irreplaceable memories. Like every song she'd ever written was on this guitar and it was like passed down and like...
That is so rough.
I know. I should try and find pictures and insert it because it was gnarly. Hearing her talk about it, I was like, oh, like maybe it just got a little like crack or something. No, like it looks like somebody like rock star smashed that thing.
Yeah. Something you can't fix. Anyway, moral of the story, planes have their problems.
Yeah.
But
damn.
Yeah, wild.
Have you been doing a lot of traveling?
I was just telling her this when she asked if I wanted to come on the podcast. This was my only weekend in Nashville where I had one weekend in Nashville a couple months ago, but my friend was visiting. This is my first weekend here without plans.
Really?
Yeah, because I've been...
Lots of retreats or...
Writers' retreats, visiting the boyfriend, which has been fun.
Yay, boyfriend! We like him. We like him.
He is an angel saint. Love him to death.
I'm so excited to meet him sometime.
Yes, he's so sweet. And he lives in Charleston, and he goes to Clemson. So I've been to Charleston a good bit. Atlanta, my family's there. New Orleans, my sister lives there. Mm-hmm. California, I was just leading worship in California. Florida, Pensacola. Yeah, I pretty much beat bopping everywhere. But I've always prayed for days like when I get to see more and travel more and everything. So it's like, even though it can get like hectic
and exhausting, worth it.
It's so worth it. And I'm in the middle of moving too right now.
No way.
I'm moving in with Claire Park in East.
Oh, yeah.
So I'm living out in Nolensville right now with a friend.
Wow. Because are you like in between moves right now?
Yeah. So anyway, just a lot of traveling, which is awesome. But
yeah, and it's so important to do it while you're young too. Like I was telling Mitch in the van, we stay pretty much stationary here in Nashville because like we're trying to do the damn thing.
You're doing it.
But it is like, okay, while we're young and we have this, let's go to Yellowstone at some point. Like, let's go. Sure. I want to see places. Because I feel like my family really didn't. Like, we went to Florida every year, pretty much.
That's what we did, too.
On vacation. But it was like the same resort, same spot, same room at the resort, which is so special, like, for memories. But as far as, like, seeing the United States or seeing the world, I really haven't seen too much.
I know.
So.
Like, I haven't been out of the country. We're going for the first time next year, which will be fun.
Where are you going?
Like Italy. And I'm like, we're there. If we're there, we're going to Greece. It's my sister's grad trip that we never took. So
that's so exciting. I want to go to Greece so bad. I also want to go to Ireland. I'm like Greek and Irish, so I was like, it would be really cool to go.
That would be so fun.
I think it really would.
That'd be really fun.
Okay, so next segment would be test driving a song. Do you have something that you would like to share a verse and chorus of?
Like a demo?
It can be a demo. It can be a song that's out. I don't like to pressure people to leak stuff, but it's highly encouraged. Huh?
I'm not singing a cappella.
No.
Okay.
I do. She's like,
I was like, this song wouldn't hit.
She's like, she's like, hey Queen, I actually, is it too late to back out of this podcast?
Is it too late to not do this? This is a song with Carson that we wrote.
The duet?
Yes. I'm super excited. It's just me in the first verse and chorus. I'm going to airdrop it to you. Yay. But I'm super excited. Whether it sees the light of day by me and Carson releasing it, which I don't know if that'll happen, but I just hope it sees the world one day.
Oh, I'm so excited.
And it came out of a real place from one of my friends. So it's like songs like that make it really special.
Yeah. Some of my like most heart-wrenching ones are like things that I wrote just having empathy for my best friend who's going through something. Yeah. Okay, I'm so excited. Hang on.
Break up in here.
Okay.
It's classic sad.
Ooh. The instrumental's kind of giving like Megan Maroney. I love.
Pillow on the couch, keys on the island.
I have heard you post this one.
The TV on so it breaks the silence. If we're talking at all, we're talking about the weather when someone last let the dog out. Ain't a dish in the sink, 'cause to go's all we eat. It's starting to sink in. Someone's about to leave. We've been putting it all.
Getting Lauren Watkins.
You sound so good. Yeah, it is.
Doing anything but getting good with goodbye. If the writing on the wall wasn't already clear, it started to look like a breakup in here.
Yes, I remember that hook. Wow.
Sad.
Okay, I want to hear Carson though.
Okay.
I normally stop, but
Keep it going. I like how we sound together. So.
Staring at two people I don't know. When did this apartment turn from home to house? 'Cause we haven't yet. When did love move out?
Did you just say when did love move out? Oh my god. The harmonies. You guys do sound really good together.
I was surprised actually. Because I feel like he has a really cool, unique style, but this song.
You blend really well, yeah.
Thanks.
Started to look like a breakup in here.
Wow. I love that.
Have you heard Fly on the Wall by Lauren Watkins?
No, I
It
haven't.
kind of reminds me of this.
I love that so
Thanks.
much. That is so good.
Thank you.
Selfishly, I hope you release it, but also selfishly for you guys, I can listen to it whenever I want. So
That's what I love the best about being friends with writers and
I know
artists.
it's really, it's like y'all wouldn't know.
Literally.
You just wouldn't get it.
There's one Morgan Wallen song that was put out that I have the original demo of, and I'm like, I find myself listening to the demo, and it's not him, it's someone who wrote it, but I find myself listening to the demo more than I listen to his version. Which
But
is
it's
funny.
so cool
Yeah.
because it's like someone you know, and it's like, okay, this is just for me.
Yeah.
It's probably not, but like it feels like it.
They were like send him to us because they're like, okay, this is what he's going for, and I'm like, screw the actual like record. I like the demo.
Right? Seriously.
But, yeah, I mean both sound amazing, but I think it's just funny because I find myself listening to
Demos more.
more. Yeah.
I learned a trick. I always have to like when I'm listening to demos, keep tapping my phone because the screen goes black and
I just save it to my
stops.
files.
That.
What do you
but
do?
Also, you can copy and paste it into your notes app, and that way it doesn't like.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. So
But
like
I'm
if you
chewing on my eyes.
have like a voice memo like on your phone
Okay.
that you don't want to stop going, you can just put it in your notes app.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just save it in my files. That's what I do.
Oh, I thought of a good thing to ask. Okay, so obviously we've written together a lot, so
Yeah.
I know your sort of process, but for somebody that's watching that has never written a song before, doesn't have a musical bone in their body, what is it like to write a song? What do you do? How do you start?
Honestly, how I start, I just think of like the vibe I'm feeling.
Mm-hmm.
And like, honestly, I feel like I rarely start with melodies, and I start with playing piano or guitar and just kind of like humming over it or whatever. And just like finding chords that feel right. Or like even sometimes if I'm shooting for a certain type of vibe, like I won't steal from the song, but I'll look up what chords they use
and
or
kind of
like
rearrange
whatever,
them
and kind of like
bit.
rearrange and like, yeah, like obviously
we did
not
that for
steal.
Tall Boys. That one.
I like Tall Boys.
It was a Megan Maroney
Yeah.
song. I'm trying to remember what one it was, but yeah,
Is
it's
it Nothing Crazy?
I don't know.
I don't know, but like, yeah, I just not to steal, but just kind of
No.
look up what chord structures they use and everything, and like, yeah. But if I also, I'm sorry, I
No,
will put
you're
her
good.
down.
You're an it girl. It's okay. You can.
Literally. But yeah, I just love to kind of fiddle on guitar, piano, and then just kind of see what comes out melody wise. And yeah, I usually start with like a title too. Like I have a title in mind that would match a certain like vibe or melody. But sometimes I don't, and we just see what happens.
Yeah. So like for those of you watching, like how Averie and I typically write together, we would go into the room and we'll be like, "Hey, how's everyone feeling today?" And it's like,
well, first we would get caught in a 30-minute conversation, and
first
then we start writing.
First, we would talk about our lore. We would update each other on our lore.
Perfect.
We would girl boss for a minute. And then, yes, we would be like, what are we feeling? And we'd either be like, sassy, fun, or we'd be like, typical. I want to write a sad song or a divorce song.
Sad.
And then we like
6-4
open our
vibe.
notes app.
Yeah.
And we're like, okay, what's in here? Because there's a lot.
Do you want to see something crazy? Could they see my phone if I do this?
If you send me, I mean,
If
you
I like
might be able
scroll
to.
like this?
Oh yeah.
Okay, I have
Potentially.
had this note for like.
They'll
but,
be able
like,
to see how long your
these are-
finger's scrolling though.
What?
Wow.
Oh yeah, just like
Gold.
anytime I have an idea, I'm like, and you have to do that. You have to do
I need
that.
to put it on one page like that because I
Yeah.
just have them all separate. And then it's
Oh,
like
that would stress me out.
And then it's like Walmart socks, like things that I need to remember
to
for
do
this.
packing list.
I'm like, that's not a hook. Like
You're like, well, actually, could be.
Walmart socks.
Once I did write a song about Walmart. It was literally called with Logan Crosby and Allie Holden. When
What
I
was it
tell you,
about?
it was just a joke song. But I could blackmail this man with this song. He would be canceled. I'm just kidding.
No.
I'm just kidding.
That is so
But,
funny.
Yeah, hilarious.
That is so funny. So we'll pick like either a hook or a line from one of our notes
Sorry,
apps.
I get so off topic.
No, me too. And then after that, we just kind of like, guitar, piano, and then we hum and we write.
Yeah.
And I feel like a lot of people are like, well, how do you write? And it's like, well, I mean, you just do, kind of.
It's like I feel like some days there's magic in the room,
Dude, it
and some days
flows
it
out of
feels
you.
like you're pulling strings. And
Every single time we've written together, though, it just flows out of
And
you. I'm
there's
like,
some
okay,
groups
there's
that-
a
yeah.
verse. Like, she opened her mouth and there's a verse. Like,
You're
it's
funny.
perfect. No.
But I feel like that's only that way with certain people. Like, it takes, I don't know. There's only,
It takes
just-
like learning
yeah.
people, and then also like even more than learning people, there's just like a vibe, and it
Yeah.
either like works or it doesn't. And there's like
For sure.
phenomenal writers that I know that I just don't write well with because it's like our strengths. You want to write with someone that has a little bit different strength than you. Like
Yeah,
you don't
for
want to
sure.
both be
Yeah.
I am the melody girl or something. Because
Yeah.
then it's like, okay, well, who's gonna write the lyrics? And
That's
then there's
true.
like a weird like, well, this is better. This is better. What is have you gotten any cuts for a different genre? And is that
No.
something that you would ever play around with? Like, would you ever sit down and write and be like, let's write a pop song?
I
today?
actually, we did we did 2 days ago. And I recently wrote
Telepathy.
one.
Okay.
Crazy.
Hello, Hope.
I do love pop. Like I'm really into like this isn't really not as much pop, but like Gracie Abrams, Maggie Rogers,
So good.
which I still like have that side. But I definitely write more country. But lately I've been like diving into pop. We wrote one recently with Sarah Bears, Ryan Cohn, and Olivia DuPont. I always say her last name wrong. I'm sorry, Olivia.
No, because I've
She's
always
a
this
Saint
whole time
Angel.
I've thought it was
DuPonte?
DuPonte.
I think it's DuPont. Devontae? I don't know.
You would know better than I am. I've only written with her when we've written together.
We're like best friends, but I just always say her name. I'm also like, I just have trouble remembering names.
Yeah, no,
I'm
me
really
too,
bad at
100%.
it. But
especially if it's not pronounced how it looks, I'm screwed. I'm in so much trouble.
Oh, literally. But yeah, we wrote a pop song. I'll send it to you. It's fun, but
yeah, I'd love.
I just do love kind of like mixing it up once in a while.
Heck yeah!
It was definitely like a refresher when I do write pop. So.
Yeah, that's so fun. Yeah. My first cut this year was a pop punk song. Yeah,
that's so fun though.
It's so bizarre though.
Yeah.
It's like, okay, weird,
but okay,
weird, but like, okay, I kind of vibe with it.
Yeah.
Okay, and then last like segment thing would be, we have a playlist. It's called the Drive Time playlist, and anytime someone comes on, I have them add a song to it. So it's kind of like a playlist curated by artists, songwriters, people in the industry. So what is a song? And it can be your own, or it can just be something you love listening to that I should add to the playlist.
I cannot choose between two right now, so you don't have to add both, but I'm going to say both.
I've added both before.
Okay.
So.
Thinking About You by Kenny Chesney. It was Tucker Bethard wrote it and someone else. But when I tell you this song, there's something in it. But I have not stopped listening to it for like the past, I don't know why it's not loading. But I know Tucker Bethard wrote it. I think it was like a 2-way. But it's incredible. It is incredible. Like my friends, we were just at the beach last week. They're like, can you just play something else? I was like, no. I was like,
do you do that?
Oh, I know.
I listened. That was Mitch and I's first fight. Was we were on our honeymoon. I was getting ready to go out to dinner, and Taylor just released Delicate from Reputation, and I was listening to it on repeat. And he's like, hey, can you change the song? And I swear my head like swiveled. Literally, I swiveled and I was like, this is an issue. Like, this is going to be a problem. Like, I made it into like a big, because I was like, listen, like, this marriage is not going to work if you don't let me listen to Taylor Swift.
That is
when I want to
funny.
And how often I want to. And he was like, I just thought like you could even maybe switch it to a different Taylor Swift song.
That's so funny. See, Thomas and I, we're not married. Thomas and I's problem is I change the song halfway through it. Like when we're in the car, like he'll be singing the second chorus and I'm like, boop. And he's like, be for real.
He's like,
can you be for real?
He's like really into it and you're just like, next.
No, but that's literally what I always do. So that's funny though. And I'm a repeat girl.
I will obsess. Yeah.
Yeah.
No,
it's been. I'm sure you've heard it. Gracie Us by Taylor Swift.
Yes.
It's so good.
Catchy. Risk too. What about Sabrina Carpenter? Do you love her?
Skinny dipping? I know it's older.
No, listen, because
I was just Wednesday when I'm going to this coffee shop.
Talking about this. I am so passionate about this. Oh my God, do you remember when that song came out? Everyone on TikTok was roasting her life. They were like, this is the worst song I've ever heard.
I don't remember this.
This is horrible.
That makes me mad.
Be so for real, blah, blah, blah. And now everyone's like, me espresso. And like, okay, bop, certified bop. I'm obsessed. I listen to it literally all the time. But all these people, I tried to get tickets to her show, like sold out immediately. And I'm like, I want to know how many of you girlies that are going to be shaking ass at Sabrina Carpenter were shitting on Skinny Dippin'. And like,
it's JP Sachs and Julia Michaels wrote it, I think.
It is literal art.
Oh, it's art. And like
that whole album, I'm obsessed with. Have you heard Tornado Warnings?
No, I need to listen to it. Okay, I'll be in the car listening to it.
You would love that one. Tornado Warnings literally like makes me want to like scream, cry, throw up. Like,
but that's another art. Her, Sabrina Carpenter, I would say JP Sachs is also incredible. Like he is just a freak of nature.
Yes.
But like I feel like, I don't know, like a mix of that and country could be really cool.
I think so too.
Yeah. But who knows what the future holds.
Next song we write, it'll be a mix of that.
It could be on Wednesday. I'll be going to this coffee shop. That'll be us next time.
So cool. I mean, Ella Langley just did.
Oh yeah. So about that song, I heard it played at the Opry Live like 3 months before she released it. And so my roommate Jessica, I don't know if you met her, and I were obsessed with it. And we're like, we can't get it anywhere. And Ella, I'm pretty sure, I don't know if, I know they have a good relationship, I'm not sure, but my point person works a lot with Ella. So like I never like try to like overstep boundaries or anything, but I like texted her, I was like, so like, or I was with her when I asked, but I was like, so like Ella played this song at the Opry, like is she gonna release it? Like, and they told, like, she said that she was doing it with Riley Green, but she's like, don't say anything. I'm like, okay, I won't. But I was like waiting for 3 months. I'm like, I can't wait for it to come out.
I can't wait.
Yeah,
that is so, I love that one. It's so good, and she sounds so cool. Like,
she's incredible.
I could never ever, one, because I hate the sound of my talking voice, holy shit, but
don't we all?
Two,
I'm gonna listen back and be like,
I'm gonna be like, la 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 la. I actually
can't hear anything.
Yeah, me, when I'm editing these podcasts, it's literally torture. I'm like, can you just like not speak?
Just like raise the pitch while you edit
it. Actually hope
That's
never
funny.
speak again. Like,
that's how I feel though too. But that song is incredible.
But like, I could never do that, and she just so effortlessly just like talks through it, and it's so.
Yeah. She's so talented.
She has so much like swag too.
Yeah, she does. Her debut album's coming out soon.
Getting it, girl, for real.
Oh yeah, and she's only 24.
That's insane.
24, 25.
That's insane.
She's incredible too. I met her. She's nice too.
Yeah, she was really nice. I went to the Raised Rowdy and Sony Christmas party.
Yes.
And she was playing, and she came off stage, and just like there was no reason for her to come over and talk to us, but she did, and she was super nice and so cool.
Yeah.
Like, it was winter time, and she was wearing like glasses inside, and I'm like, wow, like,
you're cool.
You're cool.
You're cool.
Like, you're cool. You know who else is so cool that I haven't talked to, but I just am like, wow. Who? Like, kick me in the face. Ashlyn Craft.
She is another one that's also super nice too.
She played Whiskey Jam, and she also was wearing sunglasses. To be cool, in my eyes, you just have to wear sunglasses inside,
Do you know who
I
Mac
guess.
Martin is? They're the little duo. They're dating. They're insane.
Yes, I have seen.
She wears sunglasses and glasses inside, or like she just has the coolest vibe too.
Do you know how much like badass babe, like confidence, energy you have to
have
like you're getting ready to go to a round, and you're like,
let me just put on some sunglasses.
I'm gonna wear my sunglasses tonight. Like, I have this really cool pair of glasses that I've been wanting to wear, and every time I do it, I'm like, no.
You're
like you're not.
No, I'm not.
You're not that. You're not that cool yet.
You're not Ashley Craft.
You're
but
not
you know
that
what?
cool
Fake
yet.
it till you make it.
I know. Maybe we should. We'll have to make a pact.
I don't know if I can do that.
If we're ever playing around together, we'll be like, wear the sunglasses.
I don't think I have a pair that I would wear. I would wear my big like Kim Kardashian ones that I got off Amazon.
I went thrifting at this antique store. McKenna and I found it. It's called like Gas Lamp Vintage.
Oh.
And it's over by, I think it's 100 Oaks or 1,000 Oaks. I forget what it's called.
100 Oaks or 1,000 Oaks.
Like, I forget what it's called, but like a shopping complex.
Okay.
And there are these like, they're these big, like old, honestly, like 70s granny vibe sunglasses.
Wear
and I'm
'em.
like, wow.
Be bold. Wear them.
Be bold.
Wear them.
I'm gonna get like, I'm gonna get roasted. I'm gonna be like, Averie, remember when you told me to be bold? Well, I really was.
I was, and it didn't work.
It didn't work.
Oh no.
It was supposed to be giving it girl, and it was not.
Oh my gosh.
Do you think you could ever do van life?
No.
Yeah.
I don't.
It's really small back there.
Yeah, but y'all are perfect for it. You make it work.
We've made it work.
Yeah.
I had like a bunch of stuff that I had to get rid of, but we're good. It's fine.
Where do you keep your clothes?
Up in the overhead bins up there.
Where?
I'll show you when we wrap up, but like just the
I'm so intrigued.
The overhead cabinets. They have this one above the sink has like food and snacks and stuff. And then all the others have clothes.
Is there more back there?
So
behind
there's
the bed?
there's storage under our bed. So our bed is like built up so we can put guitars and like that's where our electrical system lives, and we have like big water jugs with a pump to like make our sink have running water. We used to have a
They're the
foot
coolest
pump.
people ever.
Oh, thanks, queen.
They really are.
We used to have a foot pump, but that was an upgrade. We're like, let's have running water.
Bougie.
So bougie.
She's bougie. And wears sunglasses inside.
You want a funny story?
I do want a funny story.
Because I was planning on never sharing this story ever. Because
this is the day.
It was kind of like controversial, but then I took the controversial parts out, and I think it's safe to share now. Okay.
Share it.
Mitch and I went Black Friday shopping in this van, and I
love Black Friday.
am going to Ulta, and I step out of the van, and now we have this like door here. It closes, it's a pocket door, and we can lock it from the front. But before we found this solution, you could only lock it from the back. So what we used to have to do is park, climb in the back, close the door, and hop out the slider door.
Yeah.
Now we can just close this and get out our front doors. But so we are at Ulta, and it's like the busiest shopping day ever, right? Black Friday.
Of
crazy.
course, as it should be.
And I was new to van life, so the fact people could like see my van and see, I mean, it's my house, so I have like everything I own in here. So I step out, and this guy very clearly like sees into the van. So I must have had like a nervous look on my face, because it's like, oh shoot, I don't like that you saw that there's things back here. We go in, we shop, we come out. There are cops surrounding the van, like lights on, like surrounding. And Mitch is super paranoid. You know those people that like aren't even speeding and they're like, oh shit, there's a cop.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is Mitch to a T.
Yeah, that's how I am.
And so he was like, babe, like when we get to the van, don't go in the back and grab, because Ocean's back there. And he's like, don't grab Ocean, like just get straight in the front. And I was like, why? And he's like, do you not see all the cops? And I'm like, yeah, but they're not here for us. And so I hop in, and this officer comes up with a flashlight, and he said, ma'am, are you under any duress? And I'm like, first of all, what does duress mean?
You're like, that's big vocabulary.
That's a big word.
That would be hilarious. Did you say that?
Yeah. But then...
Are you wondering, what is duress? She's under duress.
He was like, and I was like, no, like, it wasn't clicking. They thought I was kidnapped. They thought Mitch kidnapped me. Because I got out of the van looking really nervous.
Bougie ass van?
It was not like this before.
Okay.
It was like plywood. It was yellow. Like it was.
Yeah, I would call the police.
It was a budget build.
I would call the police.
And so, what's even worse, Avery, is Ocean was back there. So when all of the cops were like surrounding the van, they heard like whimpering and scratching because Ocean got freaked out hearing all the noises around the van. So they were probably picturing like me back there or like other girls back there, like, and I had to give them my license, and I was like, no, like, we're married, my license says his last name, like, we're good, and I'm totally okay. And they were like, okay. And we had to explain, like, this is a camper van, we're traveling right now, like, it was a thing. But yeah, everyone's always like, what's your craziest van life story? And that's it. Like, people thought that I got stolen.
Wild.
I was like, thank you so much for actually, like, this is like such a busy day of the year, and the fact that there are like 10 cops here right now to make sure I'm safe, like, I feel a little bad because it's like, okay, waste of resources, I'm fine.
Like, I'm literally fine.
But can you imagine if I was in trouble, like, boom, that man would have saved my life. But from my husband, it's not necessary. Like, I'm safe.
You don't need to save me from my husband. Now, if he was hitting on me, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, for real.
That is so funny.
Yeah, it was crazy.
Oh.
At Ulta, too.
You, like, walk out with, like, all your, like, mascara and makeup and everything. You're like, what's
for
going
real,
on?
I was like, wait, what's going on? Wait, is this playing about us?
Wait, do the cops have a crush on me?
I'm like, wait a minute. I didn't realize it was all about me, but apparently, I guess today it is.
I love you, the main character.
No, it was so funny.
Today I am the plot.
The plot thickens. The van life plot. No, I've always like struggled. I'm like, I really want to tell this story because it's so funny, but I'm always like, oh my god, I hope people don't like, because it's not a funny thing. Like,
it's not a funny thing.
It's not a funny thing. It's so serious, but and it's like, so horrifying and so bad.
I can just see like you like opening the van and like seeing the man and then being like closing it. So I could see how he was like, oh my gosh, she's in trouble.
Right.
Yeah.
And it's funny when you know Mitch too, because like Mitch would never do anything
Mitch
to hurt
wouldn't
anybody.
like step on an ant.
Like, the fact they were like, you, sir, you're in trouble.
Like, No, he's not.
Like, let's be
Yeah,
for
for
real
what?
here.
Like sneezing too loud?
For
Like
sneezing too loud.
Mitch can't get in trouble.
I keep telling him though, I'm like, thank God you got me all the makeup that I wanted, because imagine if you didn't. And they're like, are you under any duress? And I'm like,
Yeah.
actually, yeah.
Actually, I am.
Actually, yeah.
He didn't buy the makeup I wanted.
He
He didn't
didn't.
buy the $15 million shampoo that I want.
Yeah, he didn't let me
I
get
am under duress.
I am under
Sir, I am. I did not get the mascara I wanted.
What do you consider duress?
Because right now I'm under it.
Right now I'm under it is crazy.
Have I had something in my teeth this whole time?
I haven't noticed anything.
No, I don't know.
They can't see it.
One time I was doing me and Anne are really close.
Mm-hmm.
And I was doing like a little video for her. It was me, Madison, Olivia, and Ashley. In the whole video, I just had like a chunk of green in my teeth.
No!
Yes, I think I ate like a salad or something before. And like she turns to me in the video, she's like, God, she got something in your teeth. And it was like the biggest, like, I was like, people who don't tell people they have stuff in their teeth are bad people.
The worst people in the world.
The worst people. Tell me I have something in my teeth.
For real.
Don't let me talk in front of a bunch of people
Right,
and
it's
have
like, 'cause I can-
a
I
chunk
can-
of green in my teeth.
I can
She told
easily
me, so
fix
it's fine.
that.
I know.
It's yeah. If it's fixable in a few minutes, say something.
Seconds, literally.
Literally. If it's not fixable,
Well,
keep your
don't
mouth shut. Anything that can't be fixed in under 5 minutes,
Don't say anything.
just keep your mouth shut. For real.
Just keep your mouth shut.
Be a girl's girl.
Be a girl's girl.
I love girls.
Girls are the best.
I think that's why I love you, because you're a girl's girl.
You're a girl's girl. That's why I love you.
Yes.
I love her to death. PSA.
Thanks, queen. I love you.
So proud of you. So talented. So incredible.
The way I'll cry right now.
No, I will. I've been crying a lot. Yeah.
I'm so proud. I've been crying a lot.
Yeah.
Me. Thank you guys so much for watching
Thank
this episode
you.
of Parking Lot Dreamer. I've had a blast hanging out with Miss Averie Bielski. Where can they follow you?
Instagram, if you search Averie, drop the Y, add an IE, Averie, and then B, Averie Bielski should come up. So
That's so iconic.
Not
I
many
spell
people have
every
that name.
other Avery name wrong, because I
Really?
spell it like yours now, like
I'm
just
flattered.
by default.
I'm flattered.
I think you're the first Avery that I've ever met, actually.
I've met one and it was like a waitress or something. But
Okay, I know we just signed off. I had the weirdest experience. Speaking of same name and waitress,
what?
I was at Cracker Barrel not too long ago in Nashville.
I fell asleep at Cracker Barrel once.
I love Cracker
Go
Barrel.
ahead. It was during
I
CMA
fall
Fest.
asleep at Cracker Barrel all the time. That's where we park to sleep.
Oh, I fell asleep on the table. It was CMA Fest.
She said
we were there for 3
hungover.
hours. I said, I need a nap. Head down.
She said,
Anyway, I'm sorry.
"No,
Continue.
you're good." We were ordering our food, and this girl was like, "I'm sorry, are you Hope Blanchard?" And Mitch and I are looking at each other like, "What the hell?" Like this, we're getting punked right now. There's no reason that
Where are the cameras?
There's no reason that anybody anywhere should know who I am. You know what I mean?
I
And
disagree
so-
with that.
But
Anyway, continue.
so I was like, yeah, I am. And she's like, okay, yeah, I thought it was you. You have very, like, your bone structure. I could tell it was you. And I'm still like, who is this woman? And come to find out, her twin sister, who was also working at Cracker Barrel, is a musician. And her name is Hope B. So every single time they look her name up,
There it
I
is.
pop up first. And so they're like, no way. Like,
That's crazy.
so that was my first time getting like recognized. And I was like, that is such,
That
like,
is
what a
hilarious.
small world.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
What's so
Just like fully, and I wasn't,
yeah.
I looked like an actual rat, like a sewer rat. Like there's no reason that she should have recognized me.
You're at Cracker Barrel, you should look like a sewer rat. I love Cracker
Me
Barrel.
crawling out of my van.
No, literally.
We have to go sometime.
Count me in.
I go
Count me in.
there all
August
the time.
should start to chill out, so just text me.
Hell yeah, we'll have to go for
But-
brunch. A little
Isn't it
girly
funny?
brunch.
I know, that'll be fun. Isn't it funny when people are like, are you this person? And you're like, what do you mean?
You're like, sounds fake.
What's funny? This is like terrible. I know we have to go. This is just terrible because, like, when I would say I had like a quick TikTok moment. Like, I stopped posting because I want to focus on writing or whatever. But I get this all the time. Not all the time, but like when I go like on trips, especially in the South, because there's such a huge country music. And you know when you like scroll on TikTok and you like see people on your For You page, and you would probably recognize them if you're out, but you don't know who they are.
Because you see them frequently.
Yes. We were at the beach last week. This has happened a couple of times, and people are like, I think I know you from somewhere. I'm like, no, you probably don't, blah, blah, whatever. And every time it's like, oh no, like I've seen you on my TikTok For You page, but they have no idea who I am. They're like, I've just seen that face before.
I've seen your face before.
I'm like, good to know that you see my face, but...
You're like, so you think I'm cute?
I'm
or
like,
what?
do you listen to my music too while you're at it?
That was at CMA Fest. It was kind of bizarre. I was watching other artists. Like, I was there as a music fan. And it's fun how people pile on, too. Because I'm like, I'm sure some of these people truly didn't know who I was. But they saw other people knew who I was. And they're just like, let me get a picture. Yeah. But I had people, like, bringing me things to sign.
You have
and
a TikTok following.
Thanks. TikTok Live has been really, really cool for me. I've made a lot of friends and stuff on there. And this one lady was like taking pictures of me taking pictures with people. And she was talking to McKenna and she's like, is that Hope Blanchard? So like she genuinely knew. And McKenna was like, yeah. And she's like, my daughter follows her on TikTok. Like, do you think she'd take a picture with me?
Isn't that cool though?
And I'm like, TikTok is so weird.
It is weird. It can make you go from 0 to 100 in 2 days.
Like the fact that anybody knows is crazy.
Yeah. It was my
like
saving grace though, but
it's like a very real thing. It's so, but like I love it.
Yeah.
It's cool. You meet a lot of cool people and get cool opportunities, but it was weird being there as a fan and taking pictures with people all because of TikTok. Like if it wasn't for TikTok, that would not have happened, like point blank period.
But that's like such a win. That's awesome.
It is a win. It was pretty cool. But yeah, there was that anecdote, I guess.
Yep, there's our really finished sentence.
That was our final. Okay, we're leaving now.
Bye.
Bye. Thanks for coming on Parking Lot Dreamer.
Oh my gosh, thank you for having me. I literally cannot be more thankful. It was so fun.
Oh my god, of course.
We'll go to Cracker Barrel soon.
Yes. Well, we're going right now, actually. Bye, guys.
Bye.